Well, this is definitely odd when you first look at it, but it turns out it actually does make quite a bit of sense. And this could be the norm going forward for not just Steam, but other game platforms as well. You see, Steam has just done something where they have actually allowed you to see game reviews in a bit of a different way. Basically, by default, you are now going to see game reviews and game ratings, even like the overall average rating, only in your language group. So if you primarily speak English, for example, or if you've at least put that on your Steam account, you're only going to see the average rating in your specific language among everybody else that primarily speaks English. And if I only speak French, then I'm only going to see the average reviews for French players. Yeah, you see how it goes. Now, why is this? This sounds a bit odd. I mean, what would be the whole reasoning behind this whole thing? Well, it actually does make quite a bit of sense. So this is from Rock, Paper, Shotgun. This is actually a statement from Steam on this. So it says, Steam's growth into an even larger global presence means customers in different regions of the world may have vastly different experiences from each other for the same game. There are a variety of reasons this may happen for a particular game, including translation issues, cultural references, poor network connections, and many others. Things that the overall review scores have not been able to capture until now. Calculating a language-specific review score means that we can better distill the sentiment of these different groups of customers, and in doing so, better serve potential customers that belong to those groups. So they're saying it's for them, it's for Valve, it's to better work on problems that maybe some specific languages or groups of people are experiencing. Basically, in other words, to better identify the problem. What some are also saying, though, is that this could be when there's a certain amount of maybe outcry or protest amongst certain parts of the world or certain language groups about something, whatever, in the game, then maybe it can just make you kind of filter out the hate reviews, the review bombing types of things over just the typical average reviews. So I was curious how this worked. I went onto the Steam page of just a random game that I picked, Persona 3 Reload. I actually finished this game a few months ago, still love it. It was just the first game that came to mind. I highly recommend it, by the way. But anyway, so here is the review page. There's like the top review. Now you can see on the top left there, it says filters, and by default, I did not click this or anything, it says your languages. So it's only showing me reviews and probably only giving me the average ratings from my language that I have picked, or my multiple languages that I have picked. In my case, I only speak English, and I've indicated so on Steam, so it's only showing me English stuff, but maybe if I only spoke, I don't know, Korean and French, then yeah, it would just show me those two languages, and so on and so forth. And you can see here, there's also a language breakdown that you can also find. So this is for, again, Persona 3 Reload. So as I said, it shows the average rating amongst English reviewers. At the bottom there, it also shows other languages that I guess have enough ratings to have their own like average ratings for this game, and we can see right here the actual overall average for this game. So for all languages combined, it is very positive, but for English, it is overwhelmingly positive. Not much of a difference, but in certain situations, you can see how this could really make a big difference. I don't know, I think this is a pretty cool feature, and like I said, I don't think this is just Steam. I think other platforms will probably do this going forward. I think it does make sense. Is there a hidden like incentive behind this? Is there something more, I don't know, selfish on Steam's part that I'm not seeing here? I really don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But for the time being, I think this is probably a very good overall idea that others besides just Steam will adapt very soon.